the past 3 years, I've basically come up with a perfect way to get to school in time, but while managing to do all your routines. What are the best things that you can do to get to school on time? I'm going to start with a nighttime and a morning routine in this video because I feel like both type of routines for school is actually very, very important. So we're going to start off with nighttime routines. Nighttime routines is the perfect time to actually know what you're going to take to school, know what you're going to wear, and plan out your morning accordingly. A good nighttime routine is knowing what time you're going to go to bed. I think that you should sleep at least 8 to 9 hours, and I'm going to be getting up at 5 in the morning. So this year I'm going to be going to sleep around 10:30 because I obviously need some time at night to review real quickly what I studied in the afternoon and to edit my videos. So 10:30 is the minimum I will be going to sleep this year because I need to sleep at least 8 to 7 hours so that I can actually feel rejuvenated for the next morning. Go to sleep at a specific time every single day. Unless you're a shower person in the morning, that's perfectly fine as well. But I do think it does take away more time from the morning, so I rather do it the night before or in the afternoon after going to work out. I also think doing your skincare specifically before you go to sleep is really good because obviously you don't want to just randomly do your skincare and just randomly take time out of your day to do something. I think you should have it at a time where you know you're going to be relaxing and right afterwards you're going to go to sleep. Usually my skincare, it depends because it's going to depend on what I do in the day. If I'm going to go hang out with people, if I'm going to go out and study late, if I'm going to go out and have dinner or have dinner at my home. So I think personally on a normal day, which I'm not that busy, I would actually do my skincare around 9 before I go to sleep so it can like kind of just sit in my face. So I think things that you can probably do before you go to sleep that will be very helpful and kind of just lull you to sleep is doing journaling or writing down what you're going to do the next day or how your day was, or reading a book. I think reading books are really good before you go to sleep because that gets you kind of sleepy. If you do use a phone, instead of doom scrolling before you go to bed and distracting yourself more from the time you're supposed to go to sleep, maybe you can watch a TV show and time it so that the episode or movie ends right around when you go to sleep. I think those are really good things that you can probably do before you go to sleep so that you can just pass out immediately. I think something that is really important that I feel like a lot of people don't do sometimes is pack your bag before you go to sleep and set out what clothing you want to wear tomorrow. Like that takes a lot of time in the morning, especially packing your bag. I really recommend packing your bag before you go to sleep because that takes away the responsibility of having to set something up right before you go to school. And I also think that lessens the risk of forgetting to take something to school because for me, I would forget to take really important things to school when I was doing it right before I had to get on the car to go to school. So I recommend taking your time, thinking out what you're gonna put in your bag, maybe making a list of some sorts and just putting it on your table and leaving everything out on your table and just seeing and being like, I should put this inside my bag. Also, setting out your clothing is really useful too because as someone who has a lot of clothing and is really picky about what I want to wear, I would like to know especially what I'm going to wear tomorrow in the morning. Like look at what I'm wearing and I'm just like, what should I wear? This, no this, no this. So I think it's really good to set out on your table what you want to wear. Also, another good thing to do is set out the makeup that you're going to use the next morning. I think it takes away the risk of procrastinating and just thinking of what you're going to do. I also do think doing a specific makeup routine every single day that looks good and around what you really like doing is really important. And most importantly, right before you're gonna go to sleep, don't forget to turn on your timer. If not, you're not going to get in school in time no matter what. Now we're moving on to morning routine. My ideal morning routine is quick, efficient, and it gets me in school at least in time. First thing I do when I wake up, I obviously wake up and I try not to ponder or just lay in bed and like contemplate my life. Just get up and I immediately make my bed because when you make your bed, you're not gonna want to lay on it. Immediately afterwards, I would wash my face if I were you because when you wash your face, that does wake you up. Put on my contacts or my glasses, either or. And afterwards, I would have breakfast. I think having breakfast is really important it, and really you don't need to do a fancy breakfast. I see a lot of influencers that they do like such fancy breakfasts, like, oh, make breakfast with me, and like, I don't know, make like a yogurt bowl. Like, I don't have 30 minutes to make a yogurt bowl. If you like overnight oats, prepare overnight oats the night before so that when you wake up all you need to do is just reach into the fridge and eat it. Or maybe toast some bread and put some butter on it, or eat it plain, or jam, honestly, whatever you like putting on your bread. And coffee, if you have a coffee machine, or if you like making matcha, either matcha I think you can prepare the night before so that you just need to pour it in a cup and put some warm or cold milk in it, and yeah, you already have your drink. Luckily enough, my mom is nice enough to make me coffee in the morning and usually toast a bread for me, so I'm really grateful that my mom does that for me. Now obviously if you don't have parents that don't do that for you, you can do the overnight oats option or the pre-made drink option. After having breakfast, I would have breakfast really fast so I can go brush my teeth and get over with that. Afterwards, I would immediately start on my makeup so I can just get done with that in about 5 to 10 minutes hopefully, and then put on my clothing right after and fix my hair and swipe my backpack and get out of the door. That is personally my ideal morning routine because I just don't want to waste time. I just want to get to school as soon as possible. Skincare, I personally don't do that much skincare. I just use my dermatologist cream and then my face cream, and I use the Corsex nail serum. Personally, I think you really don't need to use that much skincare unless you really like to. I mean, like I say, you do you, but I personally think you don't need to do too much. So here is a little makeup routine. If you're not really a makeup girly like me, I would recommend doing what I'm doing basically, which is like sunscreen, serum, and eye sunscreen. Please use an eye sunscreen. It literally changes your life. I used a Milk primer, which is like really good actually. I think it's one of the best primers I've ever used in my life. And overall, I actually just only do concealer. I don't put on foundation. I really don't think you need foundation, to be honest. I feel like it's so complicated and like, yeah. And that's how you do an easy minimalist school makeup. Realistically, if I'm in a rush, knowing that I need to go to school in the morning, it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm trying to go to 10 minutes, but makeup is therapeutic for me, so I take a really long time. Today was Sunday and I was just doing this for demonstration, so it took me like 30 to 40 minutes. But I was watching a vlog while doing it, so overall, yeah, I do think that is my school routine, and I hope it's productive, and I hope that it helps you get to school in time. And yeah, take that advice. It's very good advice. I definitely wish I had someone telling me this advice when I was in high school. So overall, yeah, thank you so much for the views. I really am grateful. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Mwah.